Hi, it's Alcan. Welcome back to my channel, and we got some interesting news. Uh, President-elect Donald J. Trump is asking the Supreme Court to delay a TikTok sale deadline. So it showed up in Eyewitness News earlier. I don't know who wrote this one, but yeah. Anyway, so this is what happened. This is by Steve Portnoy. 2 weeks before the Supreme Court is set up to hear oral arguments over the TikTok future, President-elect Donald Trump has asked the justices to delay a January 19 deadline for the app to be sold to a new owner or face a ban in the U.S. An amicus brief filed by Trump's nominee to be Solicitor General, John Saucer, is asking the court to grant a stay, delaying the deadline so that the incoming president can work out a negotiable resolution that will save the app. The filing casts Trump as someone who almost possesses the consumer dealmaker expertise, the electoral mandate, and the political will to negotiate a resolution to save the platform while addressing the national security concern expressed by the government. So Trump's brief said he opposed banning TikTok in the United States at this junction, but does not express the view that the law requires the sale violate the First Amendment, saying he'll take no position on the merits of the case. Instead, the filing from Saucer asked the court to put the deadline on pause to allow Trump incoming administration to pursue a negotiable resolution that will prevent a nationwide shutdown of TikTok, though preserving the First Amendment rights of tens of millions of Americans, including myself, while addressing the government's national security concerns. TikTok, which has over 170 million U.S. users, has sued over a law requiring it to be sold by its current Chinese-based owner, ByteDance, by January 19 or be banned from the U.S. A federal appeal court earlier this month rejected the company's request for an emergency pause in the deadline. The Supreme Court is set to hear the arguments in the case on January 10th. President Joe Biden signed the Protect Americans from Foreign Adversary Control Application Act. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on him, which is part of the massive $95 billion foreign aid package passed by Congress on April 24th. Biden and some congressional leaders argued that the ultimate against TikTok was necessary because of security concerns about ByteDance and its connection to the Chinese government. Trump originally tried to ban TikTok in his first term, but has since reversed course, vowing during his 2024 presidential candidate to save the app. And Trump's advocate brief also raised the idea of a social media censorship involving Brazil's recent month-long ban on social media platform X, the treatment of the Hunter Biden laptop story, and the government effort to stamp out COVID-19 misinformation as incidents that should give the justice pause. The court should be deeply concerned about setting a precedent that could create a slippery slope towards global government censorship of social media speech. Saucer wrote in the filings, the power of a Western government to ban an entire social media platform with more than 100 million users at the very least should be considered and exercised with the most extreme care, not reviewed on a highly expedited basis. While Saucer acknowledged that TikTok may pose a national security risk while it remains under ByteDance control, he also urged the justice to be skeptical of the national security officials who, he said, had repeatedly proceeded social media censorship of disfavored content and viewpoints through a combination of pressure, coherency, and deceptions. There are jarring parallel between the D.C. Circuit near plenary defense to national security officials calling for social media censorship And a recent well-documented history of federal government extended involvement in social media censorship efforts directed at the speech of tens of millions of Americans. And that's about it. Well, as you know, they India is one of the first countries that banned TikTok because of a situation between the two countries. India is not too fond of China, let's put it that way, and they have banned their employees from using it. And I think eventually it banned throughout the country, as well as government officials here are banning employees from using it as well. Unfortunately, the TikTok has a high level of censorship. I mean, I'm just one strike away from being banned from the app myself. And you have popular people getting strikes unnecessary or banned from the app, like Blair White. She wants to get back on it, but we don't know how that's possible. But hopefully, a new owner will, if they do take over, they will get rid of some of this banned stuff. Because they say, oh, you're violating their terms of service thing. Summer is still stuck in the COVID era. So, even if you have an actual news story that's factual, they'll still ban you and strike you. And that happened to me, so. Well, actually, the other story that got me in trouble with them was the mailbox incidents, where the ballots were being burned in Washington and Oregon. Yeah. So I'm hoping that the president will force TikTok to, change his ways. Because, yes, he wants to save it because it helped him tremendously during the election. He realized it was a very popular tool. Not only for him, but a lot of other people. So that's about it for now. We have to see what happens between now and January 19th. Because, the inauguration is the day after. So this is Alcan saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop.